Hey, everybody. This is the Uncanny Omar. Thank you so much for joining us live. Even though we are out of town visiting family and friends, we're actually at Melanie's mom's house, and she's a big Lego builder. She's awesome. And we'll show you some stuff here in a little bit when Melanie gets here. She's finishing up her hair. But yeah, we didn't want to miss a day without you all, so we figured we do the live stream. I'm over at my buddy's house, who also lives in the same town, but his internet is horrendous. Hope y'all can hear me. I haven't tested out the traveling equipment yet, and yeah, hopefully everybody's doing well. What is this? I'm so confused and frightened. I did not get kicked out of the house again. Stop it. We're just in a different location. Hopefully I'm coming through clear here. Yeah, you see the at, right? Yeah, there's a bunch of things over there. Her Millennium Falcon isn't up yet, but she's got, I try to get her the Spider-Man one, the one with the building, the Daily Bugle. That thing is awesome. Man, you're all in talent. The entire family's full of nerds, and it's great. Yeah, really are. We do have a table here. My mother-in-law was nice enough to let me borrow her table. Looking and sounding good, Mr. Hansa. Oh, okay, Max. So I hope everybody's doing well this Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, depending on where you live. Yeah, I'll start that. Where's everybody from? Where's everybody at today? Omar, no, I'm not a bachelor. I haven't been a bachelor in years. I wouldn't even know how to be here just after finishing Dark Season 2, Episode 1. Good afternoon, amazing Lego. Yeah, this is my mother-in-law stuff. We'll pan the camera around here in a little bit. I love the hostage video. Red Final Crisis, Legion of Three Worlds. Oh, with George Perez's artwork. Yeah, so good, man. That series, that little mini is so underrated, dude. So good. Yo, Omar. What's up, JT? How are you, man? Omar, you're beautiful. Do you know if the release of the Question Omnibus keeps getting pushed back? The Question is now due last week of the month of June. There are a lot of delays, but not just, it's every publisher. It's not just DC or Marvel. It's every publisher's dealing with this. But I think, as most of you all know, it's just everything. It's everything that's being delayed. Furniture, books. What was it I was reading about? Video games, limited edition video games. Depending on where they're from, there's been a lot of delays. It's just part of, the world we live in now post the big pandemic. Canada! Hey, Omar, the custom dreads are ready to be posted. Okay, well, hit me up, man. Hit me up. What's up, Scott? Got Fraction Thor Omni. The artwork is great. Yeah, it's got with Pasquale Ferry, Olivier Coipel. Somebody taught me how to properly pronounce the gentleman's name, finally. Omar, what is your top 5 most wanted Superman Omnibus or Deluxe editions? Oh, Man of Steel #1, Jeff Johns Superman, the New Krypton era, I guess to map everything correctly, the Panic in the Sky era, to put it between Exile and the Death and Return of Superman, and probably Our Worlds at War. I mean, it was goofy, but I liked it. It was Jeff Loeb, Ed McGuinness. It was a lot of fun. I like that era. What's up, Omar? Sorry for skipping last week. No, you're good, man. How are you, Ezra? Morning, Omar. Sunny here in Charlotte, North Carolina, which, it being summer, what is your favorite summer event from any publisher? Ooh. I'm an X-Men guy, so the summer events for me were always X-Men related. Probably Fall of the Mutants. Because that's when, after Mutant Massacre, Marvel noticed how well their other books did that weren't X-Men. So X-Factor and New Mutants were getting a lot of love. And they started doing that every year. And it kind of became a trend. It became Fall of the Mutants, and then it became Inferno. After Inferno was Extinction Agenda, then Executioner Song, and then the Fatal Attractions, Phalanx Covenant. But you all know that. So for me, yeah, it's Fall of the Mutants. I just remember buying those issues as they were coming out. But Inferno was the way it was mapped was so cool because you were made to buy the next issue of X Factor and then go back to X-Men. And then by the time you got to Extinction Agenda, part 1 was Uncanny X-Men 270. Part 2 was New Mutants 95. Part 3 was X Factor 60. Is that right? So you were buying 3 titles. So people that weren't normally buying X Factor were buying X Factor because of the event. Thank you so much for this super chat. Can you talk about the Tagami Techi cover? It looked good. Yes, I picked up some manga from a buddy of mine, James. I picked that up in the Witch Hat Atelier, however you pronounce it. So I'm excited to read those. Home of Heroes Con. Yeah, we're gonna be at Heroes Con. This is the first Saturday Q&A in June. But yeah, we'll be at Heroes Con later this year. Hey, Omar, it's 4 p.m. in the UK. Glad to be able to join you live. I'm glad you're here, man. What's your favorite Flash story? It's a spoiler, so I can't tell why it's my favorite story, but I like the profile story. It fits the profile. That was one of the biggest twists in Flash for me. I did not see that coming. It's during Jeff Johns' run. If you're getting it in omnibus format, it's an Omnibus Volume 2 of the new printings. I love that run. Speaking of, has Phalanx Covenant material ever been collected in HC? Yes, sir. Phalanx Covenant has been collected in oversized hardcover. It's been out of print a few years. And look who's here to brighten up the room. It's my wonderful co-host.
We can't see the Star Wars Lego sets.
Somebody already noticed the at up there.
Here, are you done answering the question? Can I
switch
it?
Yeah, you want to... Okay, sorry about that. 1 second, please. Let me see if I can add. There is a way to add the camera. Oh, it's not finding. Oh, it's not on.
Can you turn it on?
Yeah, can you turn it on? Let me see if I can add it here. We're going to see if we can add a second camera. Can everybody still hear us? Lost audio. Yeah. We're good. Are we good now, though? Now the audio's back. Okay, good.
Did it turn on?
No, you have to hold it down, baby. I'll show you.
Is it on?
Now it's off. What the hell?
Oh, dang nabbit.
Dag nabbit.
Here, go ahead. Ask another question.
People are just talking about the audio. Your wife muted you. My wife has been trying to that superpower for our entire marriage. Yeah, switch on your Meebo. You have to hold it down.
It's not doing anything.
Just give it a second.
I could just hold this and move it so it doesn't unplug.
No, hold on. Here, you sit down, take some questions. I'm going to go look at this really quick.
Okay. Okay. When are we getting the epic video this week, Omar-san?
Oh, as soon as David, his whole crew has been working super hard trying to get the catalog going. So I just got the, what is it? I've got some of the pictures, the covers, sorry. And yeah, so I think I'm missing a couple of more covers.
Hello, Melanie. You and your pet husband are looking lovely today. Hope you're having a good weekend. Thanks. Yeah, and Unstoppable Bart, we're at my mama's house. So I'm trying to show these Star Wars Legos things and the aircraft carrier from Avengers. And so we'll see if we get that. Are the JSA Omnis commonly reprinted?
No, not really. They've just been reprinted, I think, once. So this is the first time it's been reprinted.
New Spooey channel. I'm sorry. I hope your kitty returns.
Oh, I hate when that happens. I remember our cat Shinobi sneaking out.
Yeah.
That sucks.
My interview went terrific.
Oh yeah.
The principal offered me the job at the end of the interview. So now I'm a Warhawk. I'm a freshman English teacher, which is the grade I wanted at a high school. I've got a job.
So congratulations, baby.
So yeah, that was a roller coaster. Man, that night I was tired. I was like, oh my gosh, I've got a job. It's over. So thank you all. Oh man. Yeah, so thank you. And what are you guys reading at the moment? I'm reading Boys Over Flowers, which is a very
girly manga.
Oh, what's it called? Guilty pleasure manga that's not good at all. And I don't even necessarily like the art, but it's so addictive and nostalgic. And Ways of the House Husband and Doctor Who, the 10th Doctor, and a paperback written in the 50s called A Town Named Alice. And I feel like there's something else. Asadora.
Yep.
Now that it's Summer Melody, I'm reading a lot more, ironically.
I am reading a lot of, let me see, Thunderbolts and Matt Fraction's Thor, wrapping that up. What was the other book? I was in the middle of reading and I had to put it down. The Teen Titans by Jeff Johns.
Thank you guys so much for the congrats. Here, so did you get that to work?
Nope. I needed to hook up the Wi-Fi and.
So what I'm going to do is just move the cords with it. Da, 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 da. Can you guys see? There's a bag on top of the helicarrier.
What's a bag on top of the helicarrier? That's from the Avengers movie. She has the Millennium Falcon, but it's in I think it's in her closet because it's not put together.
There's some more. Oh, there's so many. It's hard to show.
There's a lot over there.
Yeah, there's more Star Wars stuff over there. This is her Lego room. Okay, there we go. Yeah, she's really good at Legos. I wouldn't have the patience to figure it out. Moving part Legos, right? Like carousels that move and stuff. No Doctor Who this time. Wait, what do you mean no Doctor Who this time? Yeah, Shonda Sook, it is a different location. Here, let me move this up a little. There we go. This is my mom's house with all of her Lego stuff. See, there's Lego stuff over here as well. It's like a village town, like houses you can connect. There's Ghostbusters. There we go. Oh, you can't see the Ewok village. There's an Ewok village.
I'm trying to connect this camera. There we go.
Yeah, Josh, you were telling me about reading Bakuman, and Omar does have that box set downstairs because I was like, that sounds familiar. You got it?
Yeah, but give me if you want to use that, I can add that camera here.
Like, you want me to move it?
Yeah, that way you can move it around.
By 11:30, we'll have this set up.
Up a little bit. Well, yeah. So what you want to do?
It's this thing?
Yeah.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Here, you can look at it and see how high you need it. Everyone's a collector. Yeah, in this house, in our family, I think most of us are.
Okay, I think that's pretty good. I guess we could try that. Oh, but you can't see the Legos.
No, that's why I wanted to use that for you to scan it around the room.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just going to add the camera. I saw David was here earlier. He said, don't tell Omar I'm here.
Here, give me your phone.
Sure. Here you go, baby.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to add this camera. Let's see if we can do this.
Wait.
Had the Kenner Ewok Village when I was 6 years old. Yeah, you saw the Ewok Village? All right, let me see. Adding camera.
Why does it have this square? Like.
There
we go. Okay.
Weird. I can't add the camera.
All right.
All right.
Well, you got good updates.
You guys got a good idea what's here. Thoughts on Robocop movie and comics? Movie. The first one was great. Honestly, I have a soft spot in my heart for the second one. Comics are awesome. Wasn't there the Robocop versus Terminator comic? Frank Miller wrote a lot of that stuff.
Nope.
Second house. Whatever.
And New Spooky Channel. No, Mega Blocks aren't sacrilegious, but they're not challenging.
She doesn't
enough.
mix with Mega Blocks.
Oh gosh, yeah, they are expensive. Call the IT guy. Oh, wait. Happy Saturday from the west coast of Canada. Do you know if there will be reprints of the hardcovers of Ultimate TMNT collection, or is the hardcover compendium the way to go?
I think the hardcover compendium is more complete than the Ultimate collections because it has stories in there that were not done by Eastman and Laird. So for me, yeah, that's the way to go.
Which one?
That Patreon money got them a vacation. Are you crazy, Shonda?
Vacations all
there was a gentleman here asking about Hawkeye. Do you guys know if Hawkeye Epic sold well? Is there a chance for a second volume? I haven't heard, honestly. I know the Epic announcements are coming, and there are a couple of new Epic lines that are starting too, and some reprints, and of course some new Epics, some future volumes. I'm excited to go over those. Those are always exciting because you all join in for that video, give your thoughts. But I haven't heard about a Hawkeye Volume 2. Maybe it sold well enough. Is David still here? He would know if anybody knows. It's David. Do you think comics are expensive? Every hobby is expensive, depending on how much you want to dive into, man. Yeah, I mean, comics, it's one of those things that comics have always been, not the cheapest, and the older you get, the more expensive things get. That's just the way it is. Is Omar talking to sleep? If so, how about that Uncanny X-Men Omnibus Volume 5 or Amazing 4?
No.
We already have an Amazing Volume. Oh, you want a reprint of Amazing 4?
Diamond Breed Collectors knows what's up with the vacation song.
Of course he does.
Omar always plays the Gurren Lagann
theme.
Well, not the theme, not like the opening,
theme.
But yeah, communist theme. Omar laughing because nothing is expensive with his newfound wealth.
What are you guys talking about?
Hey, Omar, thoughts on Firepower HC? What to expect?
Yeah, I actually got that in the mail this weekend. We're not home right now, but I'll be doing an overview of that. Murder Falcon's awesome though. That HC is great.
What Apollo song?
From Osamu Tezuka.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Have you read it? So good. I can't believe it took so long to bring it over.
Yeah, and the beauty of finding those old school manga is like Tezuka had such a range. Like his Blackjack stories were so different than like his Phoenix stories or Buddha or Apollo Song or Otu what was it, Kirihito? Yeah. So what are your chances you guys are helping me get that tree house and Adam's family house? What are you talking about, Josh? Like a real tree house? What is the best Star Wars collectible in your collection? In our collection, I don't have a lot. I have a chibi-sized Darth Vader that talks. It's old. It's like from...
Oh, I didn't know that existed.
1990. It's whenever they relaunched the movies, the special edition movies.
Fresh today.
Your bangs? They look fresh?
Yeah, because I'm going to fix my hair beforehand. When's the next Transformers talk with Dan?
I don't know. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, that would be fun. We could talk about the whole phase 1, 2, and 3 now that it's come and gone.
Joe, we have not seen Top Gun yet.
No, not yet. We were going to, and then some of our family got sick, unfortunately.
Is Daredevil IMAC? The publisher. Yes. I was thinking it was like an abbreviation for something.
It is. But I was doing my video and I could not remember. Is this the third? This is the third printing, right? I'm not crazy. I would say best movie of the year so far. Really, from Roberto Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
Is it better than Northman though, or oh my gosh, what's that Michelle Yeoh movie? Omar, who would win in a fight? Werewolf by Night versus Dracula. Dracula. He's smooth. He could talk Werewolf by Night, and who doesn't have a crush on Dracula?
Okay, I see what you're saying, Josh.
Oh,
so those are. I'll tell Mom your two favorite pieces. How about that? Is that good enough?
Oh,
Occidental Omar, give us a hint about one of the new epic lines.
It's not Alf. There's the hint.
Unstoppable Bar, I think it's not out. I think you can read it without knowing anything about Star Wars. Dr. Afra.
Have you seen any of the movies? I heard it's gay, so I'm interested. Well, yeah, the main character is, yes. If you've seen any of the movies, yes, just know that it takes place after episode 4. No, yes, after episode 4. So after A New Hope, you can read it. And it's got the important issues of Darth Vader in there, and it's got the crossover with Star Wars. It's a good, I really like that omnibus. That's the Kieran Gillen one, for those that haven't read it.
Let's see. Good morning, Jason. Yeah, lots of people are loving
Top Gun.
Top
Really?
Gun.
Best movie of 2020? Okay, I got to go see this.
That hint sucked. Oh, so I suppose Unstoppable Bar, since you haven't seen them, maybe, I don't know.
Oh, you haven't seen any Star
Yeah.
Wars? Maybe watch A New Hope at the very least. Watch A New Hope. There's our buddy Graham.
Good morning, Omni. That Iron Man Epic Collection is looking nice. Also, I recently read the Thanos War and loved it. What are your thoughts on it?
I dig it. Are you talking about the one that's in the thumbnail? The Iron Man in the thumbnail? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Infinity War. I'm so sorry. Oh.
Wait, so did you say your opinion?
I like both.
Okay. Let's see.
Gauntlet's better.
Yeah, I did hear they released Optimus Prime in Lego.
Yes, and it transforms.
Just saying this rabbit hole has reached Cybertron. Yeah, and it transforms. That's really cool.
That's nuts.
So Raging Dino, this isn't our Lego collection. It's my mom's because we're visiting her.
Ezra's asking, did I read any Smurf comics? I did, until Paper Cuts discontinued the hardcover line. Question, should I read Bendis' run on Daredevil before Brubaker? 100% yes. Because Bendis's run leads directly into Brubaker's run. There's a huge cliffhanger at the end of Bendis's run, and that's where you find Matt, like his new status quo at the beginning. Kind of like at the end of Brubaker's run leads directly into Andy Diggle's run because the status quo is changing. It's like Marvel really knew what they were doing when these writers kept coming on board. I don't know if it was the next writer that was suggesting, hey, why don't you leave Matt here and I'll take it from there. But yeah, you need to read it. And Bendis' run is regarded as one of the best. So check it out, man.
Thanks, Lionheart, for the
What's up,
super
Lionheart?
chat.
Omar, did you see the trailer for Street Fighter 6? If yes, what did you think? I don't know about all the costumes, is what I think so far. And all these new characters, I'm so far behind. Man, I'm in, though. Honestly, I haven't played enough of Street Fighter 5, brother. Like 4, I think it was the last one that I played a lot of. 5, I just couldn't get my friends to come over and play. It just got silly. Roberto Rodriguez is saying, as a 20-year-old retired military, I will say this movie is not about the military. It's about overcoming and getting past things. Does it feature a character played by Tom Cruise trying to be the best at whatever it is that he does?
Cutting women's hair. Wolverine, the best there is.
No, it's just every plot for every Tom Cruise movie is Tom Cruise trying to be the best at whatever it is that he's doing, which is great.
I pre-ordered the pass after your June collected editions video. I fully anticipate a heavy cry after that one. If you ever need help assembling a grief-related video, I got you, boo.
Thanks, man. Yeah, thought that was I pre-ordered it as well as soon as I read the description of it and what it was about. It looks like a heavy read.
Would you rather a chronological Hellboy universe in deluxe or library run of each series, like BPRD, Lobster, etc., with the trades like Frankenstein woven in where they fit?
Oh, that's hard because not everything has to be in library size edition, but I really like those library size books. I think they're great. So Mignola's artwork in library size? Yeah. How long does it take you to read an Omni? Oh, man. Depends. I've read Omnis in one day before, and I've read Omnis in 3 weeks, depending on what I'm reading. Usually if I'm doing an advanced overview of a book, I plan ahead. I'm like, I need to start reading that a month ahead of time, depending on when the book comes in, or I need to start reading that just a week ahead of time because I got all this other reading to do. So,
can you see? Oh, you can't see. Okay, just
what are you looking for, baby?
I don't know terminology. This thing back here that's that flies around the legs and ties it up. It's on the wall back here, if you can see it. Acting like it's already starting to tie it up. What's that thing called?
The at?
No, the ship flying around.
Oh, I don't know. It's that ship, right?
No, maybe.
Really?
I
thought it was that ship. Okay.
I don't know. Why'd I say no? I don't know.
I don't know.
Robin's Prime Rib, you missed Fiona Apple.
Not Fiona Apple. She was not here either.
Staples. You missed David Gabriel, and you missed Johnny Depp. There you go.
Johnny Depp.
That is very topical. It's because Reed said Edward Scissorhands.
Well, and Johnny Depp this is the town he grew up in, though. From Kentucky.
Oh, well, that we can brag. My sister's house is legitimately, they looked at the papers where Johnny Depp lived for at least a couple of years as he was a kid.
And when you live in a small town in Kentucky, everybody and their mother babysitted Johnny Depp.
All right. Thank you for the super sticker. And here's the question. My super chat just wanted to wish a very gay Pride Month to everyone celebrating.
Thank you.
I like how you said a very gay Pride Month.
I was looking at the solicits. It's both like Marvel and DC. Both of them had Pride books in the same week. I think it's the second or third week this month. Airspeeder. Thank you.
So you're right. Called. That is what's over there. You're right.
Oh my gosh. You immediately said no, like to disagree with me. Hey, Omar, does Marvel send you free Omnis? Yes, they do. And I either keep them or give them away. But not all, for the most part, not all the reprints, but sometimes a lot of the reprints. Yeah. Dark Horse sends me stuff. IDW sends me stuff. Viz sends me stuff. Yen Press, DC. I'm in somebody's Rolodex over there. Udon, forgot about Udon too. They're great.
Have you read Firepower?
No.
I started reading HD this morning. It's my favorite Kirkman book so far, and that Samney art is amazing.
I love Chris Samney's artwork. I haven't read it yet, so I'm excited. It finally came in the mail this weekend. So when I get home, I'll have to read it sometime. The Snow Speeder, Melanie.
Snow Speeder. Okay, so it does look a little different. Maybe? No. Yes, she got the craggle.
This is an excellent question.
Wait, which question?
Obliging Omar, give us your advice when arguing with Amazon to honor the Bendis Omnibus. There was a price glitch.
You talk about poor customer service and how many years you've been a customer.
Okay, wait.
And you ask to speak to a manager.
You don't immediately go with that though. Don't go for the throat, talk to somebody. I will tell you this much, man. It really depends on who you talk to. I remember one time I got a PS4 for free because the PS4 that I ordered did not have a working Wi-Fi, and I ordered it from Amazon, right? So the guy that I talked to, we just bonded over gaming. He was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'll tell you what, man. I'll never forget that.
I missed that conversation.
He said, I'll tell you what, man. I'm going to go ahead and credit you, give you your money back because you may or may not have a working system. So I had to send it to like Sony for them to fix it, and then they shipped it back. So in the end, I ended up with a free one. So it really depends, right? Like who you're talking to.
I missed that one.
Sometimes they won't honor it. Sometimes, there's the famous Amazon glitch of 2010.
The famous Amazon glitch.
Oh, that thing is historically famous, man. People know what I'm talking about when I say the Amazon glitch of 2010. That thing was crazy, where all Omnis were $8.88, and at Barnes and Noble the same thing happened. All the Omnis at Barnes and Noble were $10 or almost $11, and to get them to honor that took 2 weeks of talking to people and going back and forth. And finally, I think what ended up happening is they finally said, you know what, I've had enough of this guy. Give him the freaking books. I don't want to talk to him anymore. It really depends on how much you want to go after. Some people think it's too much trouble, though, to talk to people about honoring things.
You seem like an upstanding citizen. Here's a free console.
That was cool, man. I wasn't even expecting that.
I love how people are still saying the name of the
They're correcting it, actually. Dude, you can't talk Star Wars without people.
I love you, baby. Ow.
Bye, baby. Ordered Untold Tales of Spider-Man Omnibus earlier this week based on the replies I got here a week or two ago. Awesome, man. It's great. Especially reading it right along with those classic Spidey Omni or the first Omni. It's awesome, dude.
Somebody's birthday's coming up. Well, this person yesterday.
Happy birthday, man. Or lady.
So let me sing.
I'm assuming dude.
To RS3 and also somebody, asking for advice about upcoming birthday, September 1st. Any cool books or comics for my birthday month? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear RS3 and Ryan. Happy birthday to you and many more.
Is it Ryan? Ryan, your birthday's in September.
Yeah.
You better pray to the omnibus gods. Right now, September is looking like a huge Omnigeddon. Like there's so many books that are moving to September. Woo.
So that'd be a good time to have your birthday.
Yeah, you better ask for money from like Granny.
Do you have a suggestion?
New Warriors Omnibus Volume 2. And
is it coming out in September?
It's actually moved to September, yeah.
Is it your real suggestion?
Of course that's my real suggestion. New Warriors Omnibus Volume 2, yes. Matt's birthday's in 2 weeks. Hello from Georgia, everyone.
Hello.
Not the state.
Okay, Ryan's a big DC guy.
Oh, you're a DC guy? New Warriors Omnibus Volume 2. You love it. It's the most DC book.
We forgive you for forgetting the stream. It's okay.
Hold on. What is coming out later this year? Come on, Omar. Think. You're a big DC guy. There's an omnibus I'm really excited for. Catwoman comes out this month. So does The Question. If you've not read The Question is freaking awesome. That's one I strongly suggest. Come on, there's a freaking omnibus that's coming out I'm excited for. I guess you could get Death Metal? Or is that later this year? Mark Waid's Flash Omnibus. There you go. Get that for Christmas.
No, birthday.
Okay.
Wait.
But
birthday.
I don't think it'll be released. I think it's released in October, November. Get The Question. If Amazon gives you too many refunds, they will send you an email about how your account is under review. Oh, yeah. We know. You got to balance it. You got to balance it.
I didn't know that.
No, I've never had it because you have to balance it. You can't get everything for free, right? If you complain too much.
I wonder. I'm like, do we spend enough money that they don't kick you off? Because
exactly. You have to find a balance, right?
You call a lot. 52 Omni is on Super Laugh Heart's list. And Matt, I'm going to wait 2 weeks to sing your birthday song.
Keep in mind that 52 Omni's gone up in price, though. It's $175 this time around. It's a freaking awesome follow-up to Infinite Crisis. I mean, you got Greg Rucka, Grant Morrison, Jeff Johns.
Hi, Ibsy.
Did Mark Waid work on that? What's up, Ibsy?
Hey, a fan.
How are you, man? Dennis O'Neill, The Question, but that's also a great one.
Where is
Phantom Stranger? Is that still coming? It's been canceled 4 times.
Pioneers, get the arrows. Hey there, gang. 46-year-old dad got back into comics last year after 30 years out. If you could afford 2, would you get Uncanny X-Men Volume 1? Yes, he would. And 2, or Meat Massacre and Fall of the Mutants. Left the channel.
I tell you what, Pioneer. Thank you for joining back, by the way. Welcome to the wonderful world of comics again. Hope you survived the experience. All right. So I'm going to, of course, suggest, even though Fall of the Mutants is my favorite X-Men event, I'm going to suggest Uncanny 1 and 2, just because that's where everything really belongs and starts. And you're going to see the long soap opera that's drawn out by the time. Because without those issues, like the payoff for even Mutant Massacre isn't the same. But I tell you what, though, you get Uncanny 1 and 2, I say 2 more months that you're going to buy Mutant Massacre and Fall of the Mutants because you're going to want it all if you enjoy them. Don't forget to smash that like button here.
I want it all.
Passing on the question because I'm running out of space. I need to focus on stuff I really want. Fair enough, man.
You're saying 8 Omnis coming out in September.
I don't know if that list is done or not yet. Hey, Omar, this may be a stretch, but could the Moon Knight Joe Quesada Omni and Marvel Knights Joe Quesada Omni and Daredevil Unusual Suspects trade merge into a Marvel Knights Daredevil Omni? That is a stretch. I don't know, man. Maybe. Woo! Phantom Stranger looks like November. Reed. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed that it's still coming. What's going on?
Is that okay? I'm like reaching over the
table.
That's fine. Your favorite non-color Omni that isn't Conan or Cole. Loving Solomon Kane, but want more similar. That's a good question.
That isn't? And it's got to be an omnibus? What's a black and white Omni though? Like there haven't been a lot. Batman black and white is the first one that comes to mind. But okay, does it have to be like Conan? Because there aren't a lot of stories out there collected in omnibus format that are like Conan. Thank you, pioneers. Get the arrows.
I'm looking for the Unstoppable Bar super sticker.
Mm-hmm.
Bar, we did a few minutes ago, and I'm scrolling up. Ooh, I'm getting dizzy scrolling up. Okay, wait, and then yeah, about wishing everybody a very gay, happy Pride Month.
Is that it, Bar? Tomb of Dracula 3 is mostly black and white. That's right, because it features the magazine, doesn't it? But still, I think, I don't know, it's still color. I think he was looking for just black and white.
And what about Kirby Bronze Age?
I don't have that one. I really need that one too. I got it. Sin City. Why didn't I think about that? Sin City. Get Sin City if you haven't got it.
That's what it showed.
Big damn Sin City.
Nice to say. Said it.
Who said it?
You.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you don't need me anymore. Just every question is now going to go to Nice to Say.
Go. That's Nice to Say.
Omar, I ordered my first manga. You will be proud. It's Berserk Deluxe Edition.
And remember, give it some time. Give it to volume 2.
Yeah, especially if you want to squash that little, what's his name? Puck.
No,
little fairy.
Puck is fine. Thank you for the super chat, Rick Gear. Any announcements, overviews this week? Which ones?
Overviews, yeah. Let's see, Matt Fraction's Thor, Daredevil Brubaker comes out tomorrow, Thunderbolts 2, Return and Death of Superman, or Death and Return of Superman, Teen Titans, Murder Falcon. I got a lot. And as far as announcements, I'm waiting on covers from Marvel for those. I've got some that will be coming out. So yeah, but they are working extra like hours to get the catalog. But this is usually their busy time. So yeah.
Look at that. It's censored.
Black, white, and yellow. Dude, it is
it
black, white, and yellow. You're right. So thank you for the super chat, Rick Gear. Omar, have you heard Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 2 got pushed back to December? Honestly, December is the date that I've always had. I've seen a lot of books get pushed back to 2023, though.
Is Catwoman worth getting just for the fact that it's Brubaker?
No, it's worth getting just for the fact that it's Darwin Cook and Brubaker.
So I guess you were thinking American comics, correct? Usagi
Yojimbo is American, though, but it's not an omnibus. He had the word omnibus in there. So that's why I was like,
American?
Yeah, Usagi Yojimbo's American. Oh. Would you think it was a manga?
Yeah. It's not?
No. Stan Sakai. Yeah, it's an American release. Hey, love your channel. It's amazing. Do you have any news on Batman Nightfall Volume 3? I seriously can't find it. No news. I'm sorry. But you know, the thing is that DC from time to time will reprint these books. They don't. I just don't know when. Anyone reading Chainsaw Man? I'm on Volume 6. I haven't read it since then. There are no Morbius news today, Jimmy.
Except the meme bringing it back. What flash comic do you recommend for my friend's birthday?
How much do you love your friend? Enough to buy a Mark Waid $150 omnibus or just the trade paperback? Get the complete collections of Jeff Johns. It's a little bit of a slow burn at first, believe it or not. Ironically, it's a slow burn at first, but when you get to like volumes 2 and 3, my gosh.
Have you guys read Persepolis comic? It's about my country.
No, I haven't. And it's in my stack that I cannot find of books I was reading before we moved. And I've always wanted to read it because everybody has talked about it. It's weird that I haven't read it, right? Because I think people come to my channel to find out like about all these books. But I haven't read that one. And yeah, it's definitely on my list though.
I'm looking up the meme because
the meme
of Morbius.
Which one? The one that's making it go back to movie theaters? Is Sin City considered an omnibus? I think it's just called Frank Miller's Big Darn Sin City. Yeah, I cheated a little bit. The first half of Kabuki Library Edition is black and white. The trade paperback is an omnibus. Does that count?
Like
No, it's Morbin time.
like Morphin time?
I guess.
Like Power Rangers? Can you guys explain it to me?
No, please don't explain this meme. I don't care. Omar, who is your favorite horror movie villain? Eli Roth. I think he's overrated
There are lots
and
of
can't
different
do a
ones.
horror movie justice. But if you're talking about like slasher flicks, oh man, I gotta go with Freddy.
Oh, he says
funny.
it's Morbin time. And morbed all over those guys. What?
Censored words in Marvel Comics are weird. Spurrier's Legacy Legion censored the usual suspects, but left in those British words. Maybe nobody caught it.
It's Morphin time.
Hey, Mellow Mar. I like that you start with her name first. Thank you for the super chat.
Is this the first time Savage Sword of Conan Omnis have been printed? Do you anticipate future reprints? Just started collecting at Volume 4.
Yes, from Marvel Comics, it's the first time that they've done them. Do I expect reprints at this point? I don't know. I don't know. I wish I knew more, but I don't. Who's going to be Morbin back? Oh my gosh, you guys!
Like
this is why they're opening that movie back up the theaters because
it's for fun. Remember, I wanted to watch Cats as a Christmas tradition now because it was so bad and uncanny, but not in a good uncanny.
Yeah, Uncanny Valley.
Good for them that they got a beam to get some more money.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Mellomar. Any recommended reads from 2000 AD?
Judge Dredd. Slain. That's also good if you like Conan. Also Pingu. I love when you show up. Always reminds me of my kid. My oldest daughter was a little baby.
Oh, I was like, Pingu had a comic from 2000 AD. What?
No, his avatar is Pingu.
I know. Hey, Bar's back. It's okay.
Okay. Bar, you
Okay,
keep
Bar's
missing
back.
your answers to the super chats. And then you start yelling at me because I didn't answer you.
James Corden Katz is hotter than Leto and Morbius.
I don't even know how to answer that.
Wait, there is a Pokemon called Malamar.
That's
Look at that
why.
cute Joker.
Oh, Judge Dredd, Slain, and Rogue Trooper. That's another one. Halo Jones. Okay, so Halo Jones is the Alan Moore story, but it never got finished, right? Like, no, there is no wrap-up story to Halo Jones. Is that correct?
Oh, that's cool, Sugar Man.
G.I. Joe movie's coming back to theaters for an anniversary. Yo, did you know that the Cobra la 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 was like a joke? Like the voice actors or they were just having fun. So it was just supposed to be, I can't remember what it was. It was just a chant, right? Like a Cobra or something. But the guy, one of the voice actors just started having fun behind the scenes and went, Cobra la 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 la. And they were like, can you do that again? And they were like, okay, that's in the movie. That's what we're keeping it. So that became the thing in the movie. It was just a joke. Kind of reminds me of the opening of Transformers. It was supposed to be like the opening, the song was supposed to be the opening, like G.I. Joe.
It's supposed to be just talking.
Yeah, narration. Right. But then for some reason they didn't give the people the notes, so they sang the opening, the Transformers. The more you know.
Mega Shrimpster, we're at my mama's house with her Lego collection as the background.
Yep, just because we're away doesn't mean we stop doing these Saturday streams.
Okay.
Where the heck are you guys? Where are the books at? The books are at my house, I hope.
Yeah. So here, once again, we've got Legos over here, and we've got Legos over there.
There you go.
And we've got Legos on the ceiling.
Nope, don't do that. Hey, Omar, I've been asking this forever.
Where?
But what's a bad comic that Marvel made in the early 2000s? It was written by a big boss in Marvel as a vet against Peter David. Marvel? You talking about Bill Jemas? Oh my gosh. Bill Jemas. Right? Is that how you say it? Marvel. Is that what you're talking about? It sounds like Marvel. Or what was that Batman knockoff story? Yeah. Nobody can go up against Peter David, though. Not even Todd McFarlane. As with all Saturday streams, my comments don't make the cut. Melanie, why
That
aren't
one
you
did.
choosing
Oh
Hamza?
my gosh, there are a lot. I'm trying to be fair. I'm a teacher.
No,
at
she only
heart.
chooses bar, apparently.
No, a lot of times I skip.
I usually
parts.
don't watch live streams. I kind of find them boring, but for me, your live streams are just different than any others. Just love to talk to you guys in these streams. Oh, thank you. We love you too. And Hamza, I'm sorry. Just private message me. We'll have a private message conversation. Hey guys, just finished Scout Volume 4 and joined the stream.
Hey,
Good
Eric.
morning. What's up, man? Did Hamza really have a question? Can you look for his question?
Sure.
I hope it's a comment like I hate you, Omar. I don't know. That's what we search for.
Thank you for the super chat. Pinkest pillows. I'm gonna say pinkest of pillows. Do you have any rules about kids discussing
Collected editions? Is that what we're asking? Pinkest
comics?
pillows or comics?
Is this stand for something? Because I won't know then.
No, we've done a family. We did a family video 3 years ago, right? Like talking about comics that are good for kids. Maybe we should update that because the kids have been loving the Mighty Marvel Masterworks. Like they love them. So I can't imagine they're just want to complain about the USPS not delivering my Omni today.
I did read it though. I read everybody's comments, so I suppose
Everybody's.
Yes, I do. Okay, unless it gets like really, really busy.
So
Comics Out Loud. Thank you. It's a thing. Okay, so how do you feel about
what is comics?
Do you have any rules about kids discussing comics out loud?
What's comics out loud?
Wait, is that like when they read it to you? Are we making up something that is not what you're talking about? Pinkest of pillows.
Pinkest of pillows left, and these idiots don't know what comics out loud are.
Is that what they read it? Which yeah. I
Okay.
love reading out loud the comics with Alicia.
Okay, dude. Graham, R1. Omar, what do you think about Claremont? How Claremont writes characters with accents in Uncanny X-Men? I personally love it, but I've heard from some people they hate it. Dude, if it wasn't for Claremont writing people's accents, I wouldn't know how to pronounce Rain. Because the whole time I thought Rain was like Ronnie, Rain from New Mutants, by the way, or Sean. I thought Sean's name was like Exion, like how you write it out. So if it wasn't for Claremont writing out, accents and things like that, I wouldn't know how to pronounce some of these words. So you can blame Claremont for my mispronunciation of people's names. It's all Claremont's fault.
A COL is also the lowest the lowest point of a ridge or saddle between two peaks. How do you feel about kids discussing that?
Hey, is that the robot from La Puta, Castle in the Sky?
It is.
Omar, I have a 10-year-old brother who I'm trying to get into comics. He doesn't read much, and I want him to read more. Would Mighty Marvel Masterworks be a good fit? He loves Spidey. If he does, there's a lot of reading in those. So if he doesn't like reading right now, maybe ease it in there with something quicker and smoother to read. Ultimate Spider-Man. No, it's a little dated, which is weird to say. But Ultimate Spider-Man, not a lot of dialogue towards the first 10 issues. Maybe get a trade paperback of that. Oh, honey.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Collection at school. Kids discussing comic collection at school.
Okay.
My 8-year-old is telling kids at school to come to our comic library room, and I'm feeling a little self-conscious considering some kids in her school don't even have homes. Oh, man. Oh. I think... I completely understand what you're saying.
I know what you're saying.
Okay, yeah. Like maybe people taking it as bragging or whatnot. Actually, I don't think the girls talk about it. But I think on the flip side that like it would help kids to have a cool place, right? Like if you're like want to invite them over. Just to experience that. And I know that, and I'm not saying this is for you, but like Omar, if a kid comes over, he always gives them comics. And, but that's different, right? Because he sent like review comics. So that, that's different.
Okay. And I also don't give kids like Berserk or things like that. I give kids like things that are appropriate for their ages. Like when my daughters have friends over, I'm like, you like manga, right? Or you like Spider-Man, right? And they're like, what's Spider-Man? I'm like, you're going to learn today. So I give them like a stack of books. So I'm so sorry I cut you off.
That's it. Just, I think they would really appreciate it.
As a guy that grew up poor, one of my favorite things was going to go over to my friend David Marino's house. David lived in like the way that when we moved to America, when we moved to Kentucky, we lived in like a really poor section of this little town. And the way that the town was separated, though, like we were right next to like the rich people's homes. But he would invite me over to play Transformers, and I thought it was like such a great thing to escape, like, empty bottles and things that my brother and I used to play with, to go over to my friend David's house and play with like actual Transformers instead of pretending a bottle was a Transformer. So I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think I don't think to a kid it comes off as bragging at all. Maybe you're worried about the parent, but that's just my 2 cents.
But I think that's really cool that you want to share.
Yeah, from a kid's perspective, I think it means the world to a kid that doesn't have anything, like to see things like that.
We're saying Laputa wrong. Hey guys, what's up? New to the comic world. When an Omni is announced, they usually go out of stock so quick. I wanted to get the new Jason Aaron Thor, but can't find it anywhere for a decent price.
Usually no,
It's
but
the
if
White Ranger.
That's not the White Ranger.
Yes,
That
it is.
is King, or what is his name? Oh my gosh, it's from that story arc. But it is him. It is. Well, no, never mind. That's a spoiler. So not usually they don't go out of print that quick, but when it's something that's big in demand, like Jason Aaron's Thor, holy crap. I don't think that book, I didn't see that coming. I didn't think it would, but it came out of print. So it's crazy. Now you can still find it, I think, at like Amazon, but that's, the standard edition cover. And again, you need to bear in mind that it's also Amazon, so order at your own risk when you're ordering big books like that.
Do you give kids ultimatum?
No, I like kids. I don't like ultimatum.
Hey, man, 40 schools have done an excellent job getting kids to read for the past 10 years or so, at least near me. They love reading at least until they're 16 or 17.
Well, you can, yeah. I know we have several teachers here, like Merrick is here.
Hey, Gabriel.
Hey, how are you doing, man? It's been a minute. And I know we have a couple of teachers here, but I think, I love seeing collected editions at libraries. So I am notorious for whatever school my daughters go to, I bring a stack of books and I'm like, you all need more comics in your library. And the librarians are so sweet. They were like, thank you so much. And you've done the research, right? These are age appropriate. I'm like, of course I've done the research. It's what I do for a living.
I'm not that good at it. I'm like, oh.
I'm not gonna get you in trouble. No, but they are so like
my personal classroom.
They're so thankful when I bring in comics to the libraries.
Civil
and I love
War
seeing
1 and 2.
Like I've Omar donated copies of Civil War 1 and 2 to the kids. Yeah, so I love to see kids.
Good night,
fight.
Resonator.
Honestly, Civil War to a kid might be cool though. Iron Man's fighting Captain America for absolutely no reason. This is great.
Thanks, Omni Bud. I was a freshman English teacher for 10 years.
He's a teacher.
I'm back. Yeah. So now I'm back. Do you teach freshman English? Do you teach high school English? Let's see. Brian's never read Thor before. Aaron, which I enjoyed. Fraction with a read.
Fraction is more exposition, less taking chances and risk. It's your standard superhero book. So if you like stories of Thor going, I shall smite thee, instead of like this overall arc that is deep and philosophical, sure, go for it. Go for it. It's got beautiful artwork too by Olivier Coipel and Pasquale Ferry. I'm trying to think who the other artists are towards the end of that run when they had a crossover with Journey into Mystery. I can't remember. Billy Tan. I think Billy Tan was it. But yes.
Jason, we are going to be at Heroes Con all weekend at the end of this month. So I haven't checked today. This week I was like, we need to set up a time and a place to meet everybody who's going to Heroes Con in where is it at? What city?
Charlotte.
And that's in North Carolina or South Carolina.
I think you should Google these questions instead of asking me.
I feel rude to be on my phone during a live chat. We're regardless,
you're the fact checker.
It didn't have the what's it called, the schedule up yet. And I didn't want to say let's meet when like somebody that's really big is having like a panel or something, or or signing and whatnot. So here, let me check right now.
Comics are very educational. I learned about BDS.
North Carolina. Thank you, Josh. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where we're going.
Thank you so much for that, Colin.
Okay,
I learned about BDSM gear from Claremont's X-Men. I read the first part of your comment. I'm like, they are very educational. I read the second part of your comment. I'm like, I should not have picked that comment. I thought you looked more bright, Melanie. Landing the job explains it, right?
Oh, thanks, man. I feel so much better. It's like I thought, what was it? When I found, like a couple of hours after I was offered the job and I accepted it, I was like, it's been 2 years. And I'm not being dramatic. Everybody's had a rough time. But since the start of the pandemic, with the job I had, just how difficult that was. And then I went to another job that wasn't a good fit for me. And that was really difficult. And it's like, then I'm like, well, I need to find a job. I feel like this huge weight was lifted. I'm like, oh, I can breathe. I can't.
When she got the job and she came up crying, and I'm like, there's my wife. I hadn't seen her for a while.
And I cried. And the principal's like, you're going to make me tear up. I'm like,
I hadn't seen her for a while.
No, and I signed up for like 7 extra PD this summer. That's professional development because I'm like, I'm ready to go. I want to get back into it. I want to teach good. I'm going to teach good one day.
Omar, when you purchased a book that's so bad you feel waste about it, what are you going to do with it? I know sooner or later that will happen to those collectors out there. Like you buy a book on the blind or you buy it based on somebody's suggestion. I always have a fear of that. Like people buying books on the books that I enjoy. And then they're like, oh my gosh, the crossing is awful. Sell it. Why keep something you don't like in your collection?
I'm sorry. The panels and additional program will be announced closer to the event of Heroes Con. So I don't know yet when we could meet up.
Okay. I know my buddy Hunter wants to get dinner on Thursday night. But anyway, so no need to keep something in your collection. Okay. If you don't like it, no need to keep it, sell it, or trade it into a comic store for credit to get something that you do want. Now, if you're a completist like me and a glutton for punishment, you have all the X-Men collections. So even though I'm not the biggest fan of, Onslaught, I still have it. And I justify these things sometimes by going, well, the art is good, or I like the colors, or look at the eyebrows on Professor Xavier's head. They're crazy.
On his head. They are on his head. Let's face it, it's his head.
It was the Adam Kubert eyebrows.
Lady Vesperia. I'm sorry to hear that. Got fling joints frequently. Found the perfect book stand for Omni lovers. Duo 2.0, stiff foam and washable coverlet. Very comfortable reading angles. Maybe.
I've seen people use like kitchen book holders.
Like read. The recipe book holders?
Recipe book holders. That's pretty. People get creative.
If you could write for DC or Marvel and have to go with that choice going forward, which would you choose, and what main character would you want to write about? Cole. You'd write about Cole.
Well, that's neither DC or Marvel now. Thanks, Melanie.
I'm sorry.
Marvel. I feel like that's my family at Marvel since I was a kid. I love DC. Don't get me wrong. I love DC. I love DC stories. I love DC characters. But to me, since I was a little boy, I've always felt like Marvel was my home. And Wolverine is my buddy. So I have to go with Wolverine. I have no idea what kind of stories.
You would ask about Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Omar, since the Suicide Squad Rebirth series only goes into Volume 3 in OHCs, what's the best way to collect the whole series?
3 OHCs and the rest in trade paperback. Unless you have, issues with that you have to have everything in one format, then get the trade paperbacks.
Man, comics just finished 9-hour hike in the mountains. Now on a live stream. Woo! Which Omni would you get first? Thunderbolts Volume 2 or Thor by Fraction?
Thunderbolts Volume 2. It's Fabian Nicieza following up Kurt Busiek's run, and it is glorious, especially if you enjoyed the first one. Does it bother you when books aren't consistent on the spine? Okay, no. Short answer, no. Long answer, when you've been collecting books as long as I have, whether it's manga, whether it's American comics, you just get over it. I have so many volumes of even Berserk.
Like Boys Over Flowers,
Like
Volume 6 does not match.
Well, I think of like Berserk. Berserk, the first few translations were done by DMP. That's the digital manga publication or press. I can't remember. So when they were later reprinted, they used the Dark Horse logo. And then like Creepy in Archives, I look at my Creepy in Archives. I'm like, these are so beautiful. But the Dark Horse logo sometimes changes. Like, oh, it's up here. No, let's put it down there and spell out Dark Horse instead of putting the horse there. Marvel and DC have done the same. I know people complain about the fonts and the spines on the new Marvel books. For me, man, it's about collecting the stories. It's never been about the spine, what they look like. I mean, yeah, it would be cool to have something like, if I can't have an image on a spine that connects, and I don't really care about what they look like. For me, it's about the stories that are on the inside. Now that may change the older I get, and I can't start, and I start losing my eyesight. I can't see the fonts on things, but for now, it doesn't really bother me.
Eric, thank you for asking. What's the next book club happening? What will you be reading? I set a reminder on my phone to get the book club vote on Patreon. So I'm going to set a reminder to do it when we get back from our weekend trip. And so that is part of the, and also the Ask Me Anything, right? That's part of our Patreon, the engagement $7.77 tier that you engage with us. And we've got the Ask Me Anything monthly after hours chat and the book club that we have a book club meeting through Zoom. And so, yeah, I will get that up. Thanks for asking. And Darkside Studios asking about Dark Horse has listed Powers Volume 1 trade paperback. You think library editions are on the way still?
I still think they'll do that. I mean, for as long as Bendis is there, for sure. What's up, Bunk Master B? DMX. No, DMC. Always knew X gonna give it to you. I figured he'd be giving us the golden A. Rest in peace. Dude, he was one of my favorite rappers. DMX? No, I said DMC. Okay. He hears what he wants to. Omar, which Spidey omnibus would you want more? Alien Costume Saga or an omnibus containing the material after that? If I had a choice, Bagley Michelini. Like, I think that would fill that gap nicely. It's not the greatest stories. It's not even really good stories, but it just fills in the gap between Clone Saga and the Eric Larson, or I'm sorry, Spider-Man versus Venom. So, yeah.
Here, let's show our email address and PO box that we do not have packages because we're not in town. And
sure. So we do have a PO box. You can mail us stuff. I know people have sent us stuff for giveaways already, and I'm going to go and get them. Near mint condition PO box 1678, Versailles, Kentucky 40383. If you want to send us artwork, donations, or check out your graphic novels, people are sweet and send us like their own graphic novels. And also, if you want to send fan art, you can also send it this way too, nearmintcon@gmail.com. We love showing off people's talents.
Mm-hmm. Did anyone send art this week?
Not this week.
Oh.
But thank you for asking. My favorite spines are stretched and on my lap. Yes.
Aww. Nice. Thank you for the super chat.
Great, Garland. What's up? Omar, nothing makes me laugh harder than X gonna give it to you. And it's for the Resident Evil 2.
What? Is that
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, I saw the trailer for Resident Evil 4 remake.
Do you care?
Good. For those guys in the hallway. What are those guys? Oh, well, okay. So this is just.
Wow, this is why you don't do trailer reactions. Oh, those guys in the hallway. What are they called?
Was creepy. Oh, that was a creepy part. Oh, yeah, never mind. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
My wife should start doing trailer reactions. She's so good at it.
Thank you.
Wait. Okay. Do you care? How do you have a run collected? Do I care like how it's mapped? Is that what you mean? Or how it's collected through different books? Now you can go, baby.
Oh, and yeah, people on the Discord, which is the $5 tier on the voice channel, had a book club for Astro City Metro Book 1. And oh, well, thank you. Actually, I went back and like looked for it. I wanted to see what you guys said, but then it was a voice channel, huh? So yeah, I couldn't see what you all said. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, you're a big fan of glitter, huh? Send as much as you have to the
Please do not send glitter. Any chance Kara will get reprinted in color? I mean, I want to say there's always a chance of everything happening, But that's a tough one there, mainly because you have the Steve Oliff colors, and Steve Oliff at the time was working for Epic, which was Marvel Comics. So even though Kodansha owns the rights to Akira, the Epic colors belong to Marvel, and it's a legal mess, I'm sure. So I don't know.
So a couple of people asked about the Legos.
For people joining in just now, yes.
This is my mom's house. We're visiting, and these are her Legos, and she's really good at putting them together. Look at that. I can't show all of them. And people love the treehouse. It's in between our heads. There's the Ghostbusters headquarters, the fire station. Carrie can't wait for this month's Hidden Gem video.
I love working on those.
Ringmaster was asking about, because I read comics. Ringmaster.
You read comics?
Comments. It was asking about the home library coming along from the move.
Yeah.
Video soon.
I'll do another update, and then I'll probably do a tour sometime later this year. Right now, honestly, I'm trying to get finished reading because I really want to do a Judge Dredd video this month too. And getting to read Judge Dredd in between Omnis has been really hard. Go ahead.
No, see, Greg Garlow knows what I'm talking about. Los Illuminados.
The Illuminati?
Sure.
Okay.
Is Teen Titans by Jeff Johns Omni worth the read?
Absolutely, 100%. Yes. I love that run. It's so good.
Oh, send a copy of the movie Glitter to the P.O. Box instead. You got that for your brother for Christmas years ago, did you?
Let me see, I got him Geely, Glitter, and Honey. And he was like, this is like the trilogy of death. Why did you buy me these? Like, somebody needed to own them, and it's not going to be me.
Who does this? The helicarrier and something else. I don't remember. I'm the worst at answering questions.
Yeah, she's got a couple of other things.
People excited for Judge Dredd, obviously.
Oh, that
Brian Boland Apex Edition, gorgeous art.
Dude, I need to reach out to my contacts over the Judge Judy. That was the best.
Hey, Hayden. Hayden, you got a haircut. Did you really in real life? Hey, Uncanny Hunk Mar. What would you recommend is the best jumping on point for the Star Wars Legends for someone who's a Legends virgin?
Empire. Oh, no. Knights of the Old Republic. Just because Knights of the Old Republic, or KOTOR as the cool kids call it, or just the Old Republic, is so awesome because it takes place thousands of years in the past. So you don't even need to know much about Star Wars.
That's true. Elevator pitch, Teen Titans, go. What's it about?
Young people in trouble. Now I was going to sing the song. When there's trouble,
you know who to call. Teen Titans.
All right. So the series kicks off right after the horrible thing that happened in Graduation Day, which is when a couple of team members were killed off from the Teen Titans and Young Justice era. Then Jeff Johns relaunches the line with Beast Boy, with Cyborg, with Starfire, Superboy, Wonder Girl, and Robin. Those are your lead characters for a while. And then, man, there's just, there's something to be said about like teenage drama that's still relatable when you're older. And on top of that, there's just some awesome stories like the return of Deathstroke and how horrible he is. Of course, he's a really weird, creepy character to begin with. But Rose joins, and then, you don't need to have read anything before it at all to enjoy the stories that are being told through there. And then, but there is that crossover with Infinite Crisis that broke my heart, though. I thought that was, especially the 1 year later and how Robin deals with what happens. I thought it was awesome. The Submariner. They're quoting Alicia.
Got a gigantic Lego Ninjago set.
Ninjago. I think that's how you say it.
Men in Black? Men in Black for you? Missing and what's it mean? I gotta go ask Mom what her favorite one is.
Best shipping method from cheap graphic novels. Love the channel, guys. Thank you so much. USPS.
Somebody was thanking you for recommendations. I had it up on the screen.
Oh, you did. KOTOR for sure, yes. Who is your choice for the new director of MCU's Fantastic Four? I don't know. I like when they take chances on all these indie directors. I thought Mark Webb really did a good job with what he had in Amazing Spider-Man. I'd like to see him come back and do something. Omar, have you really been picking up the Shaman King Omnis? Yes, I have. My first manga, and I'm loving it. Used to watch the Animals when it was on Fox. Are you? Yes, I have. I have volume 5. What's up? You want to introduce yourself and speak clearly? Who are you?
Alicia.
That's not your name. Your name is Adjectiveless.
Alicia.
Say it with me.
Adjectiveless Alicia.
That's right. This is the young lady that. Oh, she's looking at the camera, making faces. This is the young lady that makes videos with us. She is just as silly, if not sillier, in real life than she comes across in those videos. People like the way you pronounce submariner.
Submariner.
Omar, pitch for Murder Falcon. I just started reading it. Metal. Daniel Warren Johnson. Omar, what do you think about Quesada stepping down from Marvel? You know, whenever, hold on, my kid's playing around, but I will come back to this because I do have thoughts on that. Alicia Masters, but you pronounce your name how? Alicia. Who was what? You were in the, not only are you in the gifted program, but what else did you get? What honor roll?
A.
That means you only made what?
A's.
That's right. That means the Silver Age Marvel books have made you smarter, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite Mighty Marvel masterwork you've read?
I like Doctor Strange.
Really? Doctor Strange is your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, astonishing Alicia. You took your mom's name.
Hi.
A wild adjectiveless Alicia appears. Hello. People are saying hello. What do you want to say?
Hi.
Hi. Digital de-aging looks realistic. You're stealing the show now. What do you want to say to everybody out there? What message do you want to send out to people today? Yes. That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you got so many words. All right. Give me a kiss and let your mom sit there. Thank you.
Your mom.
Oh my gosh. Just wanted to share. This is from Dying Breed Collectors who sent us books in the past. It's a guy that has his own shop. This is Johnny. Just wanted to share that we'll be having a live, thank you for super chat, by the way, a live claim sale on my Instagram tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time?
Yes.
On out, and there will be out of print Omnis aplenty. Thanks, Omar. So everybody that's looking for
out of print Omnis aplenty.
Yes, and it's on his Instagram, Dying Breed Collectors. Dying_breed_collectors.
Walt's Comic Shop. I couldn't see it in the tab.
Walt's Comic Shop.
Oh, no, I got this. All right. This live chat is sponsored by Walt's Comic Shop. It's based in Germany.
Berlin.
Flat rate shipping to countries in the EU of €9.90. But also just a great choice when you're living internationally. What do we say? If you were living internationally, if you're living in Europe, a closer place to, you don't have to have shipping overseas. And sturdy packaging, great customer service, emails answered within 24 hours, and a great selection of out of print books, and etc. And yeah, who's down with the OOP?
Out of print?
Head over to waltzcomicshop.com and use the all one word, the code near mint condition for free shipping on your first order. And
in EU countries.
In EU, yes, thank you. So what is it? It's Walt's Comic Shop. Your home. It's Walt's Comic Shop. Your home for something collected editions.
Your reliable source
for something collected editions in Europe. Ding. I almost had it.
Wow.
You guys know what's my jingle? Like I said, he didn't have the tab pulled up.
All right. Thoughts on Joe Quesada? Okay. You're about to get in trouble. Joe Quesada's reign at Marvel has had ups and downs like every other editor-in-chief at Marvel. Doesn't matter whether it was Jim Shooter or Bob Harris. Doesn't matter. We always think of like the highs and lows. Joe Quesada and Bill Jim Ass. Is that how you pronounce it? Is that how you guys were telling me? They took a lot of gambles with, people like Brian Michael Bendis, getting indie writers to come in and head over to Daredevil. Kevin Smith, Garth Ennis, and Steve Dillon on Punisher. They were taking a lot of gambles back then, and it's and the thing that sucks with people like Joe Quesada, that what stinks, not him personally, but people will remember him for things like One More Day.
Wait, I just clicked that card.
Exactly. And I think that's the problem. Like, people don't remember the good things that happened or the good that he brought into the Marvel comics. There were a lot of things that Marvel was doing right at the time, getting rid of the Marvel Comics Code or the Comics Code Authority. Comics Authority Code. So, don't... I'm serious. Don't just think that, Joe Quesada equals One More Day. Because there was a lot more things that he did besides that. And a lot of good things. And we're still thriving on the good things that he brought to the table. So whoever's going to fill his shoes, they got some big shoes to fill. Oh, man, mommy walked away. This is not going to be good on that kid. Joe Quesada brought Marvel Knights, my dudes, right? A lot of things people don't remember. Marvel Knights. Do you think people will care again about reading Spider-Man again now? Yes. I think people cared about Spider-Man immediately after One More Day. Feels like Quesada was only at Marvel for one moment in time. Nicely done.
No, I just explained that it's your job and it bothers your concentration.
Oblivious Omar. Thank you. Do you think DC will reprint Legion of Superheroes 5 years later, Volume 1 Omnibus?
Oh.
Not for a while, but I'm sure they did.
Jimmy, I love your train of thought. I asked Mom what her favorite Lego is. Hey, Timmy. And somebody said, Goal in Life, the little houses in the back. Those were her favorite because apparently inside there's like trapdoors.
Little people?
And there's a bunch of stuff going on inside the houses. So those was her favorite to build.
And is that Gwen Stacy, Mary Jane, and Black Cat on your avatar there? Because that's awesome. One More Day is like one of those last things that I think about with Quesada. And also, he happens to be a phenomenal artist. I've always loved his
like Gambit,
Mucha type of
Poster.
artwork. Yeah. Like, you knew exactly what I was talking about. I love that style that he brought. There's an awesome picture, as much as I wasn't a fan of the series of Wolverine Origins, but of Wolverine with Emma Frost in that style. It's so good. Tomorrow, Joe Quesada could cure cancer and bring total world peace, and he still carved one more day on his tombstone when he when he eventually died.
This is Nice to Say's channel today, so that's nice. This is 2 cents.
Netflix Daredevil probably wouldn't have happened with wouldn't be so good without Joe Q on set. Sweetie, if you're gonna play, go on that side. There's a Super Mario Brothers 64 themed Lego that is amazing.
I wish I could show that.
Oh yeah, that thing is amazing.
I'll go get it.
Oh, please don't break that.
I'm not gonna break it.
I'll help.
Omar, any knowledge about Absolute Transmetropolitan 2 and 3 reprints? Are they canceled? They were never solicited. So they weren't canceled. They're just haven't been solicited. Volume 1 was. I don't know when we'll get Volume 2. Hello, I was playing Pokemon with my 6-year-old. Pablo, that's awesome. Are you playing Pokemon or Pokemon Go? Melanie and Mom, we need a Lego room tour. This thing is awesome.
Hold up. I need to turn it on.
It has a stand with it.
You can put it here.
So this is made of Lego, which is crazy.
See?
Oh, it's making him when he jumps. The Mario on top makes the noise. Oh, he got the mushroom. Let's make this a 10-hour video.
This is like a Twitch.
Because look, there's colors up there. And he was
see, look, Alicia knows.
Thank you, Alicia. There's also a Nintendo that's hooked up to it, like a Lego Nintendo.
It's made of the same material.
Yeah, it's really cool. Quesada brought us Max, Ecstatic, Strange Tales, lots of experimentation, and bringing in lesser known talents. His legacy should be bringing Marvel out of the bankruptcy and into the black again.
That's true.
Good comment. Thoughts on Leah Williams? Oh my gosh.
Thank you for the super chat.
Just Sutter! No, why did you bring up something negative?
Oh no.
Thoughts on Leah Williams calling Claremont a racist? A, I have no idea what was said. B, I've only heard hearsay from when we were doing Omni Bros Live. Somebody brought it up.
I mean, not that part, but
I don't know if things got taken out of context, what she said. And C, I
was guessing it was the kid. It was the Kitty Pryde, because we didn't look it up afterwards. Kitty Pryde talking to her friend who's African American and comparing being called the slur of being a mutant to the slur of being African American. She was comparing the two. So it wasn't a character calling anybody that word, and it wasn't Claremont calling anybody that word. It's a story that is delving into social injustices and how they show grace and love and rise above at the end.
Okay, that's a good point. But my point was, I have no idea what was said.
Yeah,
I don't know if Leah Williams said those exact things or if things get taken out of context. As you all know, whenever you're on whenever you're on Twitter, people pick and choose words. What is that? A straw man argument? I don't know. I just learned what gatekeeping was, so I don't know what a straw man argument is. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people pick and choose things and they get taken out of context. So it very well could. I don't know if she said that or not.
Yeah. So we don't know.
Thank you for the super chat, but I really don't get into drama or.
Well, see, Joe's saying it was a scene in the Hellfire Club.
Personal stuff, in when it comes to people, creators. It's hard enough to keep reading all these things. I can't. I've never been
one.
Like
you hate America Chavez.
Yeah, things get taken out of context. But I've never been one to look at the tabloid magazines that whenever we go to the checkout and start reading about who is sleeping with who, because I don't really care about people's personal lives. That is their job is to entertain me. So I don't. This is why I don't.
That sounded bad though. Your job is to entertain me.
Right. When you're movie stars and comic creators, they can do whatever they want. It's a personal life. So Twitter is such a weird place to me. This is why I don't tweet, whatever. So I don't know.
Zach is saying it's Mary Jane, Black Cat, and Gwen. Who do you guys pick? Mary Jane.
Gwen. Is that not the right answer? What's the right answer? Pick to do what? Pick berries with? Or Batman's a 6 out of 10 detective. Yeah, I'm never going to live that one down.
Hey, Gabriel, we will be interviewing subscriber Josh up here because at the end of this month, his Kickstarter goes live. So we're going to do an interview about his comic. So thanks for the question. I choose PS4, MJ.
What does she look like? Show me. Which is exactly why I discontinued my Twitter account. I want to judge writers for the content and not their views. I mean, it seems like, when everybody has a platform, they start sharing personal things too. And you got to be careful with that because people aren't always going to agree with you. And like I said, I don't know what happened. I don't know what was said. And end of the day, I don't know if I care. People that use cancel culture to get their way are idiots. Betty all day long. Betty Brandt? That wasn't even a choice, but I like your style.
Hey, but let me give a shout out to Gabriel's company, Wood in West Virginia,
Thank you for
that you can find on Facebook because he's making like wood burnings and he made for near mint condition. And then look, this is what he said earlier, the Bigfoot with the banjo. I love it. So that's Wood in West Virginia.
West. Mm-hmm. Hello from Phoenix. What's up, Robert Marquez? Williams didn't mention specifically Claremont, but reference a story he wrote, which is kind of is a shot. Or am I wrong in enjoying most Fox Marvel movies over most MCU movies? No, it's your personal choice. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
Is there any breaking news next week? Sorry.
I hope so. Yeah, there should be at least the epics. The epics I already have the list. Just waiting on some covers. And dang it, I need to download that stuff. So I'll do that after
You're
this.
welcome, Gabriel.
Thank you for the shout out.
DJ, it's going to become, Twitter's going to become a paragon of virtue shortly. That's what Elon told me.
You and Elon are first name basis. I've read John's GL, Green Lantern, and Aquaman. What order should I read the following in by John's? JSA, Flash, Teen Titans, Infinite Crisis. I mean, you can do it by publishing order, right? So that's easy. Hold on. Don't pick.
I'm sorry. Like, my finger was pushing when you said that.
Okay. Can you highlight that again? Because I needed to see the names. Yeah, baby. Thank you. You can do it by publishing order. So I would go JSA, Flash, Teen Titans, Infinite Crisis, yes. Then a Superman run, which is not collected in omnibus format. But after Flash, you can read Green Lantern instead of Teen Titans, and then Teen Titans. Aquaman will be after Infinite Crisis. How would you guys rank Amazing Spider-Man Omnis 1 through 5? My favorite one from that era, just my personal taste and choice, is 4. I love 4. 4 has some really good heartbreaking stories. Then 1. Then 3, 5, and 2. Damn, I wasn't the biggest fan of the change between Ditko and Romita at first. Took a while to grow on me. Romita drew Peter as a pretty boy. I like the way Ditko drew Peter as like a skinny nerd. Didn't look like a good-looking dude.
I like John Romita Jr.'s
Okay.
version
Yeah.
of Spider-Man.
I know what you were going to say. Greetings from Australia.
Hey, Michael, when are you buying an omnibus? When you are buying an omnibus, how do you choose which cover to get? Do you go for the cover you prefer, or do you like your covers to match any others in the same series?
I don't. Whatever cover I prefer. 9 times out of 10, I get a modern cover, and people hate that.
Hi, Hannah.
People hate when I get modern covers because they're purists that watch my show. They're like, how can you get the modern cover over the classic cover? I don't know. It's just a preference. At the end of the day, it's not like you're even showing the cover. You see the spine more.
Oh.
Thor is coming out in July. I think the next one video series I'm working on is the Black Adam.
Oh no. Bunkmaster B's gonna ban Hannah.
Already? Ramita?
How are you, Hannah?
Ditko, sorry, I'm being honest.
You're not sleeping is what's going on. And Bunkmaster B's asking for some comic book shops.
In Cincinnati. You going to Cincinnati? Is up in a way? Up, I like that place.
Yeah, that's a good one. There's two
locations, and both of them are solid.
Actually, a whole wall that's Legos that has a comic book cover. One of them is Batman. One of them is snow blindness. Who's fighting Sabretooth? The fist dude, Iron Fist.
Yep.
Yeah.
Snow blindness.
That was one of the That's one of the words. It's one of I can't talk.
If anything, now people are choosing covers based on the spines, how they look between variants. That's a really good point. Wokenado, I can't believe you kept that name. The only Omni from the 2021 Most Wanted list that has gotten a reprint is Amazing Spider-Man 4. Has not. That is correct. I mean, I'm sure they'll do that, right? One day I want to pick up the new Blue Beetle printing to replace my old trades. I need to be sure. Oh, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because I think that way too, Dorkside Studio. So what he's talking about is there's a new printing of a thicker collection of Blue Beetle, the Jaime Reyes era.
Is it thicker than a Snicker?
No, it ain't that thick.
Is it?
It's a trade paperback. However, the problem is he wants the series to continue. So what's going to happen when they only release one volume? Well, we're not helping that because we're not buying it, right? Meaning that one less copy is being sold. And if there's a lot of people like us because we don't really trust where DC is going to go, then not a lot of copies are going to be sold. So then who's to blame, right? It's hard. Will it sell as much as like Mark Wade's Flash? I don't know. You know, look what happened to the Kyle Rayner trades. Right, we got a solicitation for 3 and they canceled it. Peter David's Aquaman and Supergirl have been finished. We're finally, though, there is hope. Finishing Young Justice is finally being finished in trade paperback format after not coming out. The previous volume, I think, came out like 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. Alpha Flight 2 Give Canada some love. Plus Jim Lee's first work. And Mike Mignola with Bill Mantlo. I would be all over that. They reprint the first one, call it a volume 1, make it a volume 2, get yourself a stew.
Cincinnati is technically in Ohio, but it's like right on the river, and like people go across the river to Newport in Kentucky. So
they don't claim us.
Thank you. I was right. They have the cover to Iron Fist 4D. Oh, you know what's up, Axel? Daniel, I'd say the best way to read old Marvel comics is the Mighty Marvel Masterworks, because now keep in mind it's digest form, so they're smaller, but it's the start of a bunch of different characters. Like they've got, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Captain America, and Fantastic Four, and start of all those titles. So it's like, it's right there. You start from the beginning, and you can appreciate the old style of writing and the style of artwork.
And they released Fantastic Four, and that is the beginning of the Marvel superhero Silver Age.
Yeah, that's true. That was the first one.
And then, from there it expands into the Hulk, and then Spider-Man. So they've been doing a really good job of keeping those out.
Sato76, thank you for the super chat. And I don't know if you've done this before, but would you consider doing a top 10 comic book covers of all time? I think I read, did you say this last week? I remember reading this. Love your top 10 content. Thanks. Yeah, we haven't done a top 10.
Thank you so much for the super chat. And I would love to do that. Can I do a top 20 though? Because I think top 10 would be really hard.
No. He's like,
No.
I retract my super chat.
chat.
I did a long time ago a silly video of just, these are my singles from when I was a kid. Let's look at the covers.
What's up, Maximus Jackson? Are you both happy with the move and settled in? We love our house.
Yeah.
Only issue I'm having is the
this isn't upstairs or anything.
is the internet. Oh, I have to argue with those people so much.
Yeah. Sato says, heck yes.
How would you
Top
guys
50.
rank Uncanny X-Men 1 through 3? How about 1 through 4? Okay. All right. How would I rank Uncanny X-Men Omnibus volumes 1 through 4? 3 is my favorite of all time. It has the Wolverine mini, and it has God Loves Man Kill, one of the greatest X-Men story, if not the greatest X-Men story. Volume 2 would be my second choice. Has the Dark Phoenix saga, has Days of Future Past, has the return of Dave Cockrum, and it has issue 150, which is a classic. Volume 1 would be my third choice, and then volume 4 would be my fourth choice. So it goes 3, 2, 1, 4. That's just my choice.
That is what Cody said.
3. We can't count,
3,
Cody.
2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
But he
I get
didn't put
4 at the end. We're countdown.
KIT Kit. Even though you discussed earlier how the contents are what really matters for fun, what's your favorite Omni cover? Of course, my copy of is it Star Wars? SW by Aaron arrived yesterday. Emonin Yoda cover.
Stuart Eminem.
Emonin.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Stuart Eminen's going to be Heroes Con.
Is he? I thought he retired from doing shit. Good for him.
It's on the list.
Okay.
It's sweet.
I love that cover. Ooh, that's hard. Actually, I think I did. Didn't I do a video in 2020? For all you minty historians.
It's only 2 years.
That was talking about like my favorite omnibus covers. I think I did Marvel and then I did DC. Maybe I did. Maybe I need to update it. I don't know. But oh my gosh, Mutant Massacre, Wolverine and Sabretooth, Alan Davis. I love that cover. Love that cover.
Look, Pinkest Pillows ordered all the Mighty Marvel Masterworks for the kids, and now a 2-year-old insists on carrying all them to the toilet where she'll sit for almost an hour.
That's the best place to read comics.
Wow, that is so heartwarming. Do you guys have any big Marvel figurines?
The Sentinel. I've got the HasLab Sentinel. I think he's huge. He's still in a box.
Yeah, because we moved.
Still in a box, yeah.
The figures, are they going to be last? What's going to be next? After the books? The DVDs and video games, or the figures?
Figures, because I have to make room back there so they can finish out the basement.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Want to just remind and ask pretty please to hit the like button if you're enjoying.
Pretty please.
With sugar on top. We're Sugar Man. And
Is Sugar
also, if you just joined us or recently, that we're going to Heroes Con, we'll be there all weekend. And once they set up a schedule on the website, publish it of panels and signings and all that kind of good stuff, we'll figure out time and a place to meet everybody to meet in person. So stay tuned for that. I think I'll post it like on the channel itself and on social media, and we'll get the word out there. I'm new to comics. Could you recommend a good book with an origin story for Deadpool?
Yes. The Deadpool Epic Collection Volume 1. It's the best place to start. That has his first appearance from New Mutants 98 in the first 2 miniseries, one written by Fabian Nicieza, the other one written by Mark Waid. It's got his early appearances, like the crossover with Punisher and Nomad. You can also get the Deadpool Beginnings Omnibus if you want his origin. That one's still pretty easy to find, even though it's out of print. Oh, yeah, baby. I got that HasLab Unicron.
Unicron rode in the front seat, buckled up.
Yeah, did you not see my video on HasLab?
When we moved.
That's how he rode through my new house. I buckled with him like he was a small child.
Because he is as big as a small child. You shouldn't have rode in the front seat. That's dangerous.
I'm going to put him in a freaking baby seat.
Thank you, Bert, for the super chat. Any advice on traveling with hardcover Omni?
Yep.
You better be ready to run through the airport when your plane is late and you've got to.
You're yelling at your husband to hurry up. And I'm like, my back's hurting. All right. So my best advice whenever you're traveling with Omnis is to have a backpack like you're going to a convention to get it signed. I always put articles of clothing in there to like I wrap my Omni in like a t-shirt or something like that, or a towel. So I don't like, and take the dust jacket off for the love of God. No, Joe Kelly's run is not the right answer. If you're going to skip Deadpool, then you go to Cable and Deadpool Omnibus. There needs to be a villain's con. That's true. What's up, Rick? The only thing that Mantle is missing is a Lego Optimus Prime, which is coming.
If I was going to get the Lego Optimus Prime for Mom.
You should. Oh.
Because it transforms. She does like the moving parts.
Omar, will you ever do a complete reading order of She-Hulk, including Hulk, Fantastic Four, and Avengers? Yes, probably when a couple of more complete collections come out, though.
Let's see. My favorite Lego set of hers. I really do like. Yeah, the tree is pretty, and you can change out the seasons. She needs to change it out to summer with the green.
Millennium Falcon is the right answer. That thing is beautiful. She said it's in the spare room because it's not put together.
It's really big. It's too big for the shelves out here. I like the ones with moving parts, like the carousel. There's a typewriter. Well, I mean, it doesn't have ink, but you can hit the keys. And let's see. Texas Gaming Comics says I use an 18-inch laptop soft case inside my backpack to put my comics in when I travel. That's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. What about an Inhumans omnibus?
Get Inhumans omnibus for Geo.
Yep.
Well, you missed David. He was here in the chat earlier. You could have asked him, Jeff. And Geo, you would have made Geo press. Omar promised me
a cap reading order in Hamsa's dreams.
At least in my dreams, not to be creepy. Oh, let's not make it creepy. Omar and Melanie, what is your dream DC and Marvel live action crossover team up? Mine would be Supergirl and Captain Marvel, or Supergirl and Doctor Strange.
That's good.
Nightwing,
and Captain Marvel.
Nightwing and Spider-Man. But really, Big Barda and She-Hulk.
Oh, that would be fun too.
Oh yeah, fun. That's the exact word I'm thinking of.
Roll
Have you guys played Spider-Man PS4? I have not.
No, but it looks good.
Mario Lego set. Better than all.
How do you feel about Bendis Avengers run?
It was a book. I'm glad people love it. I'm glad it was that book, despite of my feelings about the story, it made the Avengers the flagship title at Marvel. By that, I mean, like, there were miniseries, there were Mighty Avengers, there were Dark Avengers spinoffs, and, you know, they were as popular as X-Men. Despite of my feeling and everybody else that did not like that run, it sold, and it sold damn well. And had David Finch on ours, Steve McNiven, Stuart Eminem eventually. Mike Deodato have? No, that wasn't Mike. He did the crossover. No, he did. He did Dark Avengers. Mighty Avengers had Frank Cho. But honestly, when Dan Slott and Christos Gage took over Mighty Avengers, I thought that was a good run too. So, but yes, get it if you've never read it.
Will Marvel put out the She-Hulk Epic Collection Volume 2 anytime soon?
I haven't heard, honestly. I'm sure it will come. I mean, I don't, not this year, but I'm sure it will come.
Oh, Gabriel. It if he was in the chat at the beginning, someone needs to talk to me about that album.
Nobody needs to talk to that man about any album.
When do you read Hellfire Gala? After what trade paperback volume of Reign of X?
Oh man, what?
I liked it. That was fun.
They're doing it again. Hold on. 16 to 17 to 10, I think. Oh, I cannot remember. I had it mapped out for somebody the other day.
New to comics and want to start Thor soon. Donny Cates series, good place to start?
Yep, 100%. Because he takes what Jason Aaron did and went bye-bye. And it's like starting over fresh. Thank you so much, Super Barb, for the super chat.
Super Barb.
That's what I'm calling her now. Super Barb for
what
the super chat.
What are the chances that DC will release the Harley Quinn Carl Kessel as an Omni? It's impossible to collect the whole series these days.
I know. I don't know. Honestly, if anything, they might go back and do some classic Harley in omnibus format. It's like you have that like Terry Dodson stuff, that era.
How about a Dark Claw mini? Amalgam Comics would sell amazingly nowadays.
Oh, I know. I would be all over that. Who would write it? I want somebody that like somehow they all make up with Alan Moore and he comes back and writes the greatest story of Dark Claw and Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl wouldn't be an amalgam with anybody?
Well, I'm trying to think who she'd be an amalgam with. Saturn Girl.
Who should she be an
Saturn
amalgam with?
Squirrel.
Squirrel Girl.
Get it?
Go.
Because it sounds like Saturn Girl, but it's Saturn Squirrel.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty witty for me to come up on the spot.
Like,
yay, pat myself on the back. Dude, I am all over Skyfire, which surprisingly is only $200 and something, right? Which I know is crazy to say, but $274 is, I think, the retail price. What's up, Ricardo? How are you, brother?
Oddity Omar, since it was always rumored that Marvel and DC didn't want to cross over because of the beef between Didio and Quesada, do you think we would see DC Marvel collected editions now?
I think it's the beef now between lawyers, not Quesada or Didio. I remember interviewing Quesada many years ago for our podcast, and I asked him, I'm like, would you mud wrestle Dan Didio? Because he said yes.
What?
Quesada was like, I'm not going to mud wrestle him.
Wait, who asked?
I asked him
You
on
asked.
our podcast many years ago. Yeah, CM Punk can write Dark Claw and Squirrel Girl.
That's cool.
You were
Was I
there. Yes, it was a book, Uncanny Omar, on the front of the omnibus
with Stephanie Brown. Is what Hayden's saying.
No, guys, Saturn Squirrel is brilliant.
Morbius and Squirrel Girl.
That's not even a proper amalgam. Morbius is also Marvel. Power Squirrel's also good too. I like that.
Heartworks Comics, where you're saying Daniel Way would write the book, obviously. Do you think we could ever see Jack Kirby's 2001 collected in any format?
I would love to see a gallery edition of that.
The original book, the prose, the one written by Arthur C. Clarke. Man, so good. I need to check out the next one.
I would love to see it collected one day in gallery format. I don't know what the chances of that are, especially whenever you're dealing with licensed products. I really don't know.
What's the best book you've read so far this year?
This year? There's been a lot of good ones. Yours is probably the Layla Starr book, right?
Yeah, that was really good. Hey, there's an answer for Torsten. Because he interviewed the author.
Ram V.
And you could go to his YouTube channel and listen to it. And the guy whose name I can't remember.
Man, that's tough.
Felipe and Trey.
The Quorum was really mind-blowingly awesome. But I
love 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Okay. That's good too. That's a good answer, baby.
Good answer.
Yeah, The Quorum probably up there. I need to keep tabs on what I've read so I can start making. The end of the year, I wanted to start doing something like the Omnis. Like the award for Thicker Than a Snicker goes to AVX for being thicker than a Snicker for 1,600 and something pages.
Hey, is that physically the largest book you own?
It will be. It's the biggest omnibus.
That's what K-Bar's asking. All right. Do we really need to answer again? You're so much trouble, Bar. We did it.
Just rewind, Bar. Omar, what are your kids' favorite DC and Marvel comics? Well, my daughter was here earlier and she said she loved Doctor Strange. DC has to be Tiny Titans. Both of them will say Tiny Titans.
We love this is Marvel
childhood.
DC, but Dogman, I love that comic.
That's not a Marvel or DC book.
I just said I'm expanding people's minds. Dang nabbit, what was the
That's a
question?
top-selling
that
book.
we
It doesn't
answered?
need to expand anybody's mind. People actually buy that book. Like
Thank you, Felipe Andrade.
Andretti?
Andrade.
I don't know. Maybe Andretti.
Man, I just need to be confident in saying names and just put a disclaimer like, "Hey, I'm sorry."
Omar, have you ever interviewed John Romita Jr.? Nope, but I've drank with him. That was at the bar with Joe Quesada, Paul Jenkins, John Romita Jr., John Cassidy hitting on my wife, who's my girlfriend at the time, Adam and Andy Cooper playing pool with them.
Yeah.
Easy.
And he liked you. You don't know me.
Yeah, he loved that shirt.
Your shirt. You don't know me.
He's like, I was like, draw me an astonishing X-Men. Hey,
thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, sir.
Happy Saturday. Do you know if there are any issues with leaving an Omni open overnight to help stretch the spine after opening it properly?
I've done that before. Nope. I did that with my flat spine Wolverine. No issues. No issues at all.
All right. So to answer your super chat, since your internet broke,
I think they'll go back and do something like the classic Harley Quinn on
there you go.
First. Before doing that.
That's the answer.
That's my answer. Omar W. Thank you.
Omar W.
Wins.
Oh.
He was writing wins. Omar wins. Thank you.
Oh, good, Torsten. I'm glad your list is scary. We need a Starman, Will Payton Omni. In my opinion, one of the best DC characters ever created.
Will Payton.
A very
wait. That's a different character.
Relatable character. Oh,
that's a different character.
I thought he was an author.
I've never heard anybody asking for that, Michael. That's awesome.
Let's see. What's your favorite Nightwing storyline?
I love the first one, the Bloodhaven story, the first 6 issues. But I have to go with year 1. I thought year 1 was great. And Scott McDaniels on artwork was just the icing on the cake. It's great. I loved it. You know what? Tom Taylor's run, though, has been freaking solid with Bruno Redondo on artwork. Like, his first story arc was freaking great. Like, it was a nice welcome run. It was like reading those old Chuck Dixon books again. Nightwing hasn't been the same for me for years. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed it.
says that Rick Grayson.
You are dead to me. You are dead to me. Hashtag forever Dick. It was never Rick Grayson.
Is Weirdo the Beardo Dave Pilkey a disguise? Dave Pilkey thanks you for voting his little known book, Dogman. Not enough people give me Pilkey the credit he deserves. I'm going to say that
book is huge. Like, it's like the top selling book. The little credit
because it teaches such good lessons. It touches your heart. Oh my goodness. Cheese is asking, will you be doing an overview of Ray Deluxe?
Rye
Deluxe?
Maybe. I haven't got a single. Well, no, you know what? Nope. My buddy Lloyd years ago sent me a copy of Bloodshot, and I still haven't read it. What is wrong with me? You said you guys wanted to see PS4 MJ.
Would win, Gabriel.
How do I send it to you? Melanie, did you look up PS4 MJ?
I did.
What she look like?
She looks older.
Older?
Uh-huh.
Wolverine versus Banjo Bigfoot. Who would win? Wolverine, Gabriel. Why are you even asking that question?
So, yeah, I did look.
Top 5 character to take the mantle. Then is Peyton a top 5 character to take the mantle? Oh, if you include Tom. Omar, do you consider New Warriors run with the Depowered Mutants and X book? Yes, I do. And I also consider it a New Mutants run because it had Bandit in it. Thoughts on Fractions Omni? Great artwork. Lots of exposition, superheroics, if you like those type of books. It reminds me a little bit of like Dan Jurgens' run on Captain America. Less, overall arc connecting these deep philosophical things. It was a pretty cool. I remember there was a pretty cool storyline. I just read it a couple of weeks ago. With the world right after World Eater, his first with Silver Surfer, like they find this thing within the World Tree that could stop Galactus's appetite. And Silver Surfer's like, "Can I get that?" So he has to fight Odin, and Odin's like, "No, you can't have it. I'm Odin." What Vertigo series do you want to get an Omni? Mine would be Transmetropolitan and Northlanders. Shade the Changing Man is up there. Hitman. No, Hitman wasn't Vertigo. I'm sorry. Hitman. Nope. Shade the Changing Man. Surprised they haven't done Fables, honestly. Fables would be good too. I will watch the stream later to watch all your answers to me because I'm pretty sure I missed most of them.
Wait, we answered it.
What Aquaman comic should I buy for my friend's birthday?
You're
really like your friend.
Yeah.
Jeff Johns, Aquaman.
Is Phase 3? Oh,
Any news on Harrow County Library Edition reprint? I saw that Tales of Harrow County will be available in that format in October. Yes, and no news. I'm sorry. I wish I had more news.
Does Phase 3 of IDW's
Transformers?
Does it expand on Phase 2?
Yep. Yeah, because
is it worth getting? Is what?
Yes.
Prime
yes. Oh yeah. I mean, it's not as good. Nothing will ever be as good as Phase 2. Phase 2 wraps up a lot of the story arcs, but it's a continuation of that. So, like, you have Robots in the Skies becomes Lost Light, and then Transformers becomes Optimus Prime, and then you have the addition of what is the Windblade story arc with Starscream? Maybe that's Robots, and it becomes more than meets the eye. Yeah, it's expanding.
Hey, Omni Nation Comics.
What's up, man? How have you been, buddy?
Yeah, Omar, I wish so badly that Valiant would make Omnis from the modern stuff, from the deluxe editions, like they did their classic stuff. Do you think that will happen one day?
If the right person starts working in their collected editions department, I think so, yeah.
Are there essential collections that lead into Fall of Mutants, or can I Viking my way in blindish from the Wolverine and Mutant Massacre Omnis?
Oh, right after Mutant Massacre is where you go with, after that Omnibus, you go directly into the Fall of the Mutants. So, not really. Everything is there. Just no Maddie's hanging out with them now. Madeline Pryor. But all that is in there. All that is in the lead up to that story arc.
Oh, somebody was asking us a long time ago about you and Amanda talking about the boys.
And what about them sneeze?
Is that something? And what else did you read? Or you watch?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we were gonna do one this week, but she was sick. So next week, probably come back with our show.
Like on Friday?
I don't know.
Any chance of Demetrius Defenders Omni?
I haven't heard about that. I don't know. We still need a classic volume 2.
Hello there. Thanks for the suggestion for the playing the PS4 Spider-Man. I've been playing Switch games lately. Oh, thank you, new Spooey channel, because look, this one's been fast. It's 12:52. And we do have to end on time because we're visiting people. So, new Spooey channel heard that there was a service NMC offers featuring a book club where people can talk about Squirrel Girl and a monthly. And I'm not laughing at people that like it. I just like that it's a thing. Monthly AMA stream where you can ask about Legos. What is that about? Omar?
We have a Patreon. Yeah, it's a great way to support the channel. It's a great way to support.
So he can make videos every day.
You know, we have a really great community there. There's different tiers. Starts at $1. And then there's $5, $7.77, $10 tier, and then the $25 tier, which is a one-on-one, which has been great. This consultation tier that's currently sold out, and it stays sold out. So I'm trying to expand that for people that have been asking how they can get on that. But yeah, it's a great way to support the channel. And but thank you so much for that News Pooey channel. All right. Do you think we'll get a New Mutants and Excalibur Omnibus Volume 3? I do. I think that will come. Omar, does the Crosstown Caper and Excalibur make more sense if you read the Alan Moore Captain Britain first? I mean, a lot of characters from Captain Britain's run show up in Excalibur. You don't need to read it. Just know there's multiple dimensions out there.
Hey, TS. And wait a second, before you answer this question, Rodimus Prime Rib was saying that AMA is worth the price of subscription alone.
That's the $7.77.
You have a hard time asking for money. It's also not asking. It's like you get things, right? It's not donations where you don't get anything.
Oh, yes.
I should do the commercials for it because you're like, and this is something. No, you gotta be excited. It's fun. It's fun.
I did not sleep well last night
I'm sorry,
with
baby.
Matt. Staying up with him and drinking was
how long did you stay up?
Until like 3 this morning. So pretty tired. I'm trying to read all the X-Men titles from the very beginning. I know it's a lot. Guess I'm a completionist, but I was wondering if you had any tips, like formats or events. I think the Omnis collect most of the stuff, but you need the Epic Collection. It's always Darkest Before the Dawn. It's out of print right now and goes for a lot of money, though. But those stories have not been collected in omnibus format. But my tip is, make sure you have enough money because it gets expensive, man. It gets expensive to collect all of it from beginning to where they are. Yeah.
Thank you, Chuck Ferry, for the super chat. How you doing? Would Garth Ennis be a good writer for Wolverine?
Garth Ennis, I don't think he likes Wolverine. If you read his Wolverine in the Punisher run, he doesn't treat like he gets his face shot off. They get killed by a bunch of or they get their butts whooped by a bunch of little people. It's kind of gets ridiculous. He almost feels like he's writing a clown. You know, he says he hates superheroes, but I don't know if that's the case.
Wait, that's what...
Right. He's known for saying that. That's why he writes The Boys.
Yeah.
But within The Boys, there are superheroes, and it seems like he has fun with those.
Big Stu in Orlando. Stars smiley
baby.
face. What's upcoming this week on the channel? Ray question mark emoji and a purple heart.
All right. Sunday is the top 10 essential buys or must reads for the month of June. And the afternoon will be the Daredevil by Brubaker Omnibus Overview in your first look. Monday will be Thor by Matt Fraction. And then in the afternoon, Thunderbolts Volume 2. Tuesday will be the hardcover of X-Force and the trade paperback of Iron Man, as well as Old Reader, New Reader. Wednesday will be Death and Return of Superman, New Teen Titans. Thursday, I'm hoping to have and do the upcoming collected editions from January to April, but I'm hoping that might be sooner than Thursday. And then Friday is my Where to Start Reading Black Adam. At least that's the plan for right now. Then thank you for asking. That's the plan for right now. Hey, Omar, War of the Kings was out of print for how long? Now that we're getting a reprint. Cesar, what do you mean for how long? It's been out of print for 4 years since it came. Well, no, it's been out of print for maybe 3 years. It was easier to find. Then 2020 happened, and everybody started collecting these things, which is great. This is the man that I blame for my Batman 6 out of 10.
Hi, team. If you could choose a superhero from the JSA that you would like to be to fight crime in today's society, what would that be and why?
Mr. Terrific, because he's smart.
Yeah.
He can figure it out. I love that character. But if we're going to go with classic, then Jay Garrick. Jay Garrick has a lot of heart. He's one of the best.
That's true. But
he embodies what's
Mr. Terrific.
Wolverine is on the JSA. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Yeah, thanks, CS. You all provided a lot of content for us, and the Discord channel is a great place for people to get together. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sure, that's on the $5 tier. You get access to the Discord. Mm-hmm.
I may show up one day.
Somebody did have your name, though.
Did they put my name? What website would you recommend for comics that ship internationally? Cheap Graphic Novels. They are our sponsor here in America, and they do ship internationally, but it is at the expense of the buyer. But a lot of people use freight forwarders to you get a bunch of things on a ship, and they forward it over to you all.
Yeah, like you have to you wait, you amass a lot of orders, and then get them all at once. To make it cheaper.
And then see Patreon. Thank you so much, Weirdo the Beardo.
No, it's really Dave.
Jay Garrick greater than Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig? Didn't he have a disease named after him? Lou Gehrig's disease? But it's something else. Like
Wolverine is my favorite JLA character.
JSA. Have we heard the waltz? Yeah, that was at an hour mark.
Yeah, and I butchered it because we didn't have the tab pulled up and I couldn't remember the jingle.
Mr. Astounding, maybe somebody can take Mr. Astounding. I love the Dread stories, but what is up with some of the art? McMahon and Esquera in particular. I like Esquera's artwork. I thought it was awesome. I mean, comparing it to Brian Bolin, though.
Bolin is king, is what somebody was talking about earlier.
He's phenomenal.
We got one more minute.
Lou Gehrig, didn't he have a disease?
Yeah, that's kind of.
Thank you. ALS. It's what it's called.
Top of your head. He was one of the best baseball players ever. Yeah, I knew he's a sports person.
Thank you all for joining us for this Saturday stream. Please don't forget to hit like on the way out. Thank you for being here every Saturday and for taking time to be with us. And Marble Bab, it's good to see you. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. I'll be back.
Man, he is on a roll. He's I'm sorry, serious.
Man, needs a nap. You all be good. Stay healthy and safe. You want to say bye? Come here. Say bye. Do not
She's
break
got
your
Legos on
granny's
her-
Legos.
lap. Yeah, have a great weekend. Adios all.
Bye.
Goodbye. Hit the like button.
Don't do that. I want to say somebody say bye.
People are
So
saying
I
bye,
said-
Alicia.
Yeah, DJ said. Laters all. Bye,
Bye.
Alicia. Stay minty. Do your stay minty. Do it.
Stay minty.
Okay, that's
There you
adorable.
go.
There it